Okay. Give the heading, today's heading, torque, torque on a dipole, torque on a dipole in uniform electric field, electric field. This is the heading. Torque on a dipole in a uniform electric field. Okay. For this, we'll draw the diagram of uniform electric field. Uniform electric field diagram will draw like this. Parallel lines. Uniform field is represented by straight lines parallel to one another like this. The electric field. Like this we draw. That means the value of E is same everywhere in this region. Now we draw dipole such that the dipole is making some angle like this. We'll make a dipole like this way. One side, any one side you can keep plus Q, one side will keep minus Q. Here also we'll draw this. And the total length of the dipole is 2L. Length of the dipole is 2L. And the dipole is making an angle theta with the electric field. With the direction of electric field, the angle is theta. Okay. Now, why there will be a torque? Torque means turning effect. Why there will be a turning effect in this dipole? We'll see that and we'll measure the value of torque. Okay. We know the formula of electric field formula we have F by Q, or rather Q naught. Therefore, F will be equal to QE, cross multiply, the value of F will become QE. Here the force acting will be QE, here also the force acting will be QE. But what direction? Electric field lines start from positive and goes towards a negative. This side we got negative, this side we have got positive. The positive and positive repulsion will take place. So this will experience a force like this. F is equal to QE in this direction. And this will experience a force in this direction. F is equal to QE. Sign we do not take, we only take the magnitude of the charges. We got two forces acting on the dipole. F is equal to QE and F is equal to again QE but in opposite direction. Two forces are acting in the opposite directions. Their line of action is not same. That's why they will give rise to a torque. There is a couple. And turning effect will take place now in the dipole about the midpoint. So we'll be writing here now, therefore, torque due to a couple. Couple means, a pair of forces. Class 10 we used to do that. Torque formula due to a couple formula is one of the forces, we write down that, one of the forces, not both the forces, one of the forces into perpendicular distance between them. One of the forces into perpendicular distance between them. This is the formula of torque due to a couple. We'll take one of the forces, any one of the forces we'll take, that is QE. And now we are supposed to take the perpendicular distance between the forces. What is the perpendicular distance between the forces? We'll check. This distance definitely not the perpendicular, this is a slanting distance. Perpendicular distance not available here, we'll draw and get it like this. Draw a line, dotted line here, this is perpendicular distance X. Between these two forces, one force is here, one force is here. This is the perpendicular distance between them. That I have taken as X. Next line I will be writing QE into, put the value of x in terms of L, or to put this is theta, so this angle will also be theta because all corresponding angles, lines are all parallel, so all the angles are equal, all the angles will be equal. I'll use sin theta there in this triangle, sin theta. You know the formula of sin theta? Sin theta formula is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This is the perpendicular, this is the hypotenuse. Here we'll be writing x by 2L, or x value will become 2L sin theta, cross multiplication. The value of x I'll put here 2L sin theta. Okay. Now the next line, this 2LQ I'll multiply. Writing 2LQ E sin theta. And next line I continue here. Torque is equal to 2LQ is going to become P, dipole moment. I write it 2 P sin theta. This is the formula of torque on a dipole in a uniform electric field. The formula of torque on a dipole in a uniform field is tau is equal to Pe sin theta. Torque is equal to Pe sin theta. That is the formula. And for this, we draw this diagram, and this question is quite important, may carry 3 marks. Why there is a torque? Because of the couple form. Couple means two equal and opposite parallel forces is called a couple. These two forces are called a couple. Their line of action is not the same. That's why they will cause turning effect in the dipole. Turning will take place, not turning effect. That means when a dipole is placed in a uniform electric field, it will experience a torque. That means it will start turning about the midpoint. About this point, it will start turning. Okay. Since torque is a vector quantity, so we express in vector form this value of torque. We can just write below that in vector form, torque we express this way. Torque is equal to P cross product E. Torque is equal to P cross E. To adjust sin theta, we do P cross E. I think this is class 11 thing. In vector chapter, there were two types of product of vectors, scalar product and vector product. In a scalar product, the answer will come AB cos theta comes. Yes, yes. Who is it? That is there. She is not there in the group. She is there in the group. Tuition group, she is there, no. The link is there. Ask her to click the link, then she will send me the request and I'll allow. Okay. So in vector form, we have the formula of torque is equal to P cross E in vector form. Okay. So this is the formula of torque. Torque formula is P sin theta. And in the vector form, we write torque is equal to P cross E. Cross product. Cross product will adjust the sin theta. That's why we express in this manner. P cross E. Okay. Now another case. Just below that. In ISC 1 year, they had asked this question. They were asking, draw a diagram, only to draw the diagram. Just check out there, when is the torque maximum? When will the torque be maximum? Torque will be maximum when theta is equal to 90 degrees. And torque will be minimum when theta equal to 0 degree or 180 degree. Because sin 0 degree is 0, the entire thing becomes 0. 180 degrees, sin 180 degrees also 0, the entire thing becomes 0. So in ISC once they had asked this question, draw a diagram only the diagram to show the torque acting on a dipole in a uniform electric field is maximum. How will you draw the diagram for showing the maximum torque? To show the maximum torque, no, this dipole you have to keep at 90 degree like this. This theta angle must be 90 degree. You have to keep it like this, vertical. That time the torque will be maximum. And when will torque be minimum and zero? When this one is horizontal, exactly coinciding with this. So only you have to draw the diagram. And just write down the explanation of the torque. The question was carrying 3 marks. I think this was the question of the year 2015 or 16. Yes, sir. Is she there in the group? Okay, just once. 1 minute. Okay. Then what is the value of torque acting on a dipole in a uniform field? The formula is torque is equal to P sin theta. In vector form, we write like this. And I told you in ISC, once they have given this question, draw diagram only when a dipole experiences a maximum torque in a uniform field. So then that case the dipole diagram should be vertical here, and minimum torque will be when the dipole is horizontal, coinciding with this one. Then the theta value becomes 0 degree. Okay, now this question has not come, but it's important. Okay, I'm just telling you how much is the force acting on the dipole in a uniform field. What is the force on a dipole is when placed in a uniform electric field. Force, not torque. Torque formula is 3 sin theta, but how much is the force acting? We say force acting on the dipole in a uniform field is 0. Why 0? Because next force, the question talks about this force is acting like this force is acting like this, they are in opposite direction and they are of equal value, so they are cancelling each other and the total force becomes 0. So here we are writing F equal to 0. Total force acting on the dipole becomes 0. If question comes, this question will carry 1 mark only. If question comes, how much is the force acting on a dipole when placed in a uniform electric field? Do you like answer 0? Okay, now you can give a heading below. Work done in rotation of a dipole, or work done in rotating a dipole in a uniform field. Give the next heading. Work done in rotating a dipole. Next heading is work done in rotating a dipole in a uniform electric field. How much is the value of work done to rotate a dipole in a uniform field? That we will find. Write down here. Work done of rotation. Writing dW equal to, here we write torque into d theta. The integration sign. I'll talk about this. Right here, the angle 0 to theta degree. Here. Class 11, we had the formula of work done of rotation that used to come in the chapter rotational kinetic energy, rotational energy. Work done formula we have torque is the rotational force and into the angular displacement theta. We write that. That is, we are rotating the dipole from the equilibrium position, that means from 0 degree position to any position whose angle is theta. So how much is the value of work done? We are calculating that. So since the work done is variable, it keeps varying with respect to the position of the dipole. That's why we write here variable is dw we write here and we write d theta. Angle keeps on changing. Okay, integration of dw, last time integration of dx comes x, integration of dw will come w. That is the value of work done. And here I'll do 0 theta and I'll put the value of torque. The value of torque is Pe sin theta. And then d theta I'll keep as it is. Continuation, right? W is equal to Pe will come out sin theta d theta. Integration of sin theta formula, if you know, is good. Otherwise, the integration of sin x dx is minus cos. We write here 0 and we write here theta. Okay. Integration of sin theta d theta becomes cos theta with the minus sign. Now this is called upper limit, this is called lower limit. First we put the upper value and then minus sign we put the value, lower value for this angle of this theta. But when the minus sign is there, so we can first put the lower limit, this lower limit and then we put the upper limit. It is same as putting the upper limit first minus the lower limit when there is no minus sign. Minus sign will change the order. So we can write like this now, PE. Instead of writing the upper limit, we are adjusting the minus sign by writing the lower limit first and then the upper limit. This will become PE cos 0 degree is 1, so you can write 1 minus cos theta. This is the formula of work done. Work done of rotation, work done in rotation of a dipole. When we are rotating a dipole through an angle theta from the equilibrium position means when theta was 0 degree from that position. So this is the formula. Now we have two special cases after this. Special cases. Number 1, when theta is 180 degree. That means we are rotating the dipole from 0 degree to 180 degree. 0 degree to 180 degree, we are rotating it. So what is the answer now? We check. W value will come, W of rotation will become, rotation will be equal to PE bracket 1 minus cos 180 degree. Cos 180 degree is minus 1, so minus becomes plus 1, so 1 plus 1 becomes 2. This becomes 2 PE, and this will be maximum value of work done when a dipole is rotated from 0 degree to 180 degree. The work done will become maximum. And what is that maximum value? 2 PE, twice PE. The question may come, when is the work done in rotating a dipole maximum? When is it maximum? Then we say the answer, when the dipole is turned through 180 degree from the equilibrium position. Then the work done will be maximum. And how much will be the value of work done? 2 P. Now the case 2. When theta equal to 360 degree. Theta is equal to 360 degree. That means we are turning a dipole from 0 degree to 360 degree. That is one complete rotation. How much is the work done in rotating a dipole when it is completing one cycle, one complete cycle, one complete circle? What is the value of work done? Then we'll write work done of rotation in this case will be PE. Here you write 1 minus cos 360 degree. Cos 360 degree is also 1. So 1 minus 1 becomes 0. The entire thing becomes 0 here. The work done in rotating a dipole for one complete rotation, the amount of work done is 0. That is the case 2. Second special case. Maximum and minimum. Okay. Now you can give the heading just below that. Potential energy of a dipole. Potential energy of a dipole. Yes, any queries? Yeah, you can copy. Okay, thank you. Now you can give a heading below. Potential energy of a dipole. Potential energy of a dipole. PE, or we can write potential energy of a dipole. Will you give it this heading? Potential energy of a dipole. Okay. Have you given heading? Okay, now write down. It is measured by, it is measured by, it is measured by rotating a dipole. It is measured by the amount of work done. It is measured by the amount of work done. It is measured by the amount of work done in rotating a dipole from 90 degree to 0 degree. From 90 degree to 0 degree. That means from 90 degree to 0 degree. Therefore, right below this, therefore, PE of a dipole denoted by U is equal to, here we are writing PE. We are rotating the dipole from 90 degree to 0 degree, right? Cos 90 minus cos 0 degree. This becomes PE, cos 90 degree is 0 and cos 0 degree is 1. So answer will become minus PE. This is the formula. Potential energy of a dipole, U formula is minus PE. The system of the potential energy of a dipole is having minus sign. That means both the dipoles are attracting each other. I mean, both the charges are, one is positive, one is minus negative, so they are attracting each other. And the formula will become U equal to minus PE. Probably the derivation of this one will not come, but they will just ask you the question for 1 mark. Write down the potential energy of a dipole in a uniform, potential energy of a dipole, just to write down the potential energy, just write formula minus P, where P is dipole moment, that is 2 L3. Okay. All right. Okay. Now, give one more heading, then this chapter's theory part will be over. Then we'll do some problems. Give the heading electrostatic potential energy. Electrostatic potential energy. Potential energy denoted by the symbol U. Electrostatic potential energy between two charges. Electrostatic potential energy, don't write between, of two charges. Electrostatic potential energy U of two charges. For this also we'll derive a formula. Okay. Any kind of energy we measure by the work done capacity. So please write down. It is measured by. It is measured by. It is measured by the amount of work done. It is measured by the amount of work done. Measured by the amount of work done to hold the two charges. To hold the two charges at rest. to hold the two charges at rest at a distance from each other, at a distance from each other, at a distance from each other. So for this we can draw a diagram here. Let us suppose one is Q1, another one is Q2. Distance between them is R. So whatever is the value of work done to keep the two charges in equilibrium, that is the value of its potential energy. So we'll be writing as U is equal to work done. One formula we know, F into force into displacement R. Force between them is F and this is R. How much is the force acting between them? The force acting between them is Coulomb's force, that is K Q1 Q2 by R square into R. This R are cancelled, the formula becomes K Q1 Q2 by R. This is the formula. Where K, we'll mention about K, where K is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. This is the value of K. So what is the formula of potential energy between the two charges? The formula is K Q1 Q2 by R. And K is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. Finished? Have you done it? Okay. Now theory part is all over. We will be doing some problems which are required for IUCN. We will do some problems now. Okay. Right question. Calculate the electrostatic potential energy. Calculate the electrostatic potential energy. Electrostatic potential energy of the system of the following charges. Of the system of the following charges. Okay, a diagram is given, and you have to find total potential energy of this system of the charges, like this. This is Q1, this is Q2, this is Q3 given, and the side is given A. That means this is the equilateral triangle given. And they're asking you find the potential energy of the system of these charges. Again, remember, potential energy is scalar. Any kind of energy is same as work done, and work is scalar. So it will have no directions. We will not bother directions. We simply add them. How many potential energies will be there between them? I said 3. Between these two, 1 potential energy. Between these two, second. Between these 3, third potential energy will be there. So all will be simply added up. We write U is equal to directly connect U1 plus U2 plus U3. U1 is between these two, I take the formula just now we derived K Q1 Q2 by R. K Q1 Q2 by R. The distance between them is R. That is same as A over here. So I write A. Next time I write between these two Q2 Q3 by A. Next time I write K Q1 Q3 by A. Finish. That is answer. This is answer. You can take common and all. K by A common. Then bracket, you can Q1, Q2, Q2, Q3, Q1, Q2, you can do. If they give some numerical value here, they say 1, there is given 2 microcoulomb, is given 3 microcoulomb, we can put this value and multiply and find answer. If any value sign is given negative, if this Q2 is suppose negative, you have to take the negative sign of the charges also. We are going to take the sign of the charge also here, but we are not taking direction. The situation where we don't take directions, we have to take the sign of the charge. And where we are taking the directions, where we will not take the sign of the charge. We are taking the directions. We take one of them at a time. So this is a scalar, so we are not taking directions, that we have to take the sign of the charge. If all the charges are positive, we'll take out positive sign on here. So this is answer. If all the charges are having same value here, like Q, here also Q, here also Q, so directly we can do the answer because all will be equal. This potential between energy between them, potential energy between them, potential energy between them, all will be equal. We can directly do here 3K Q1 Q2 that will multiply and become Q squared by A. So in one line the answer will come. And the K value is 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught. They may give a question this one MCQ also. You may have this type of question coming in MCQ, multiple choice question. So there we will work out directly. Okay, understood? Now suppose write another question. Calculate the electrostatic potential energy. Calculate the electrostatic potential energy of the system of the following charges. Calculate the electrostatic potential energy of the system of the following charges. Okay, this time we are showing a diagram here. We are showing a square now. We are showing a square. Having equal charges on each corner. Side is A. Every other side is given A. You have to find the value of potential energy of this square. Total potential energy of the charges in the form of this square. What to do? We write here U is equal to. Tell me how many potential energy will be there first. Total how many P's will be there? Potential energy will be there. It will be 6, not 4. Between these two, one, between these two, another one, between 3, 4, and between the two diagonals also, like this diagonal value also, between these two. There will be altogether 6 potential energy. Have you understood? You can interact, no problem. There will be 6 potential energy. Diagonals also to be taken into account. All 4 potential energies will be equal, like this, side-wise will be equal because charges are same, distance same, charges same, distance same. Charges same, distance same, charges is same, distance same. Then force potential energy of the side will be equal. I'll be writing like this: 4 times of K Q1 Q2 I'll do become K Q square by the distance is A. 4 Q square A plus now I take for the two diagonals, and the potential energy of both the diagonals will be equal. That's why I write directly here 2 times of K diagonals potential energy will be what? This into this, that is Q square by the distance. This distance is coming different out here. What is the distance of the square? Distance of the square diagonal of the square formula is root 2A. Or here I write root 2 into A. Have you understood? Distance is different, though the charges are equal. Let's say that K Q square, but the distance value I write here root 2 times of A. Understood? You can say yes or no response. K Q square by A, I'll take common. Here you will get 4 plus 2 by root 2 coming. These two are like root 2 times and cancel. So the final answer I write now here, K Q square by A, 4 plus root 2. This is the answer. This is the answer. Please see and tell me whether you understood or not. Yes. What is your response? One of you. Formula potential energy is what? K Q1 Q2 by R, no, the distance. Between these two, how much is the K Q1 Q2 are equal to? I'll multiply. What is the distance between them? A. All will be equal or not? 1, 2, 3, 4. All four charges will have same potential energy. You know that I'm adding directly here 4 times. Okay. Plus two diagonals, one diagonal and another diagonal. They also will have equal potential energy, but not equal to the potential energy of the side. That's why I'll do separately. 2k q square by the distance is now root 2a. So like that. Total 6 potential energies are there, and we are adding out. Okay. Because Q1, Q2 are equal, no? Values of charges are equal, no? Q and Q only. In the question, Q1, Q2 are equal given, no? Here, all the charges are equal values given, you know, in the figure. So when you multiply Q into Q, what is answer becoming? Q square, no? Don't keep a dot with you, okay? Ask me. Now, next question. These are the important type of questions which we've been doing. Right question. Two charges plus 1 microcoulomb and plus 2 microcoulomb. Plus 1 microcoulomb and plus 2 microcoulomb are separated by a distance 10 centimeter in air, are separated by a distance 10 centimeter in air. To stop. Find the amount of work done. Find the amount of work done in reducing the distance between them. Find the amount of work done in reducing the distance. Between them by 2 centimeters. In reducing the distance between them by 2 centimeters. Okay. That is the question. So now see the answer for this question. Question says there are two charges. I'll draw a diagram first. This is Q1. This is Q2. Q1 value is given 1 microcoulomb with a plus sign. Okay. Q2 value is 2 microcoulomb. Separation between them is given 10 centimeters. Okay. Now, in the next case, we have to reduce the distance by 2 centimeters. That is, the new distance between them is supposed to be 8 centimeters. 10 minus 2, 8 centimeters. We draw, this is the case 1. Case 1 distance was R1, distance was 10. Now again I will draw another diagram here. Q1, Q2 remain the same, but the new distance is 8 centimeters. R2 value will be 8. R2 value is 8. So for doing so, for reducing the distance, we have to do some work. And question is asking to find the value of work. We have two methods of finding the work. Work formula, we can add Q into the potential of that point. We can do the Q into potential difference. That is QV we can do. Or the best method is work done is equal to, we'll add is work done. W is equal to change in potential energy. We'll add that. Change in potential energy. Change in potential means U2 minus U1 U2. Change of the potential energy. How much ever is the change in the potential energy, that is the value of work done. U2 value means I'll add that is K, Q1, Q2 upon R. R means R2 here. Minus K, Q1, Q2 by R, that is R1. Final potential energy minus initial potential energy. We'll do that. K, Q1, Q2 by R2 minus K, Q1, Q2 by R1. We can take common here, like this K, Q1, Q2 bracket 1 by R2 minus 1 by R1 I will do. Now I'll put the value of k. The value of k, numerical value. This is a numerical problem. I'll put the value of k now as 9 into 10 to the power of 9. Q1, charge number 1 is 1 microcoulomb. So we had 1 into 10 to the minus 6. Q2 value is 2. So I'll get 2 into 10 to the minus 6. Micro value I'm putting now 10 to the minus 6, 10 to the minus 6. 1 upon R2. R2 distance is 8 centimeter, will change in meters. That will become 0.08 minus R1 is 10 centimeter. This is, I write 1 by 0.1. Changing in meter. Now we will use calculator and calculate the entire thing value using calculator directly. You can type out exactly the same thing within bracket 1 by 0.08 minus, again you have to give a bracket in the calculator and write 1 by 0.1 within bracket and then close the bracket and find the answer. You see how much is the answer coming. Wait, I'll think I have this question here, so I'll give the answer. Your answer should come this much. Have you found the answer using calculator? You can share with me if you have found it. If you have done it, so share it with me. Please calculate. I don't have calculator right now. The answer will come in joules. This answer will come in terms of joules. I think you got it. If any of the charge is negative, suppose 2 is minus, I like minus sign also here. Q2 is minus sign, suppose they will put a minus sign also here and they will do the calculation. Has anybody found the answer? You have calculator there with you. Or you will do it and see how much is the answer. No. Answer will come something 0.00 something. Please do in calculator like this. Write first 9 exp 9 or 9 into 10 power of 9. Have you written that? Into 1 into 10 minus 6 into 2 into 10 minus 6 bracket 1 by 0.0. Use bracket also. Minus this also put in bracket the entire thing 1 by 0.1 in bracket. And then this bracket is closed. Check once again. Yes. Have you found? Yeah, that looks correct. 0.045. That looks okay. 0.045. Okay. Okay. Today we do this much, okay? Tomorrow we again have the class. So tomorrow we'll do 1 or 2 more problem and we'll start new chapter, Gauss theorem tomorrow. Gauss theorem. Next chapter. Okay. Video will be coming to you automatically. Okay. So tomorrow same time, 11. Thank you.